steamed rice is on the menu. So, with the food ready, it was time to start that party. There's nothing I like more than good food and good company. Do you eat a lot of Filipino food?
Filipino food is so much part of my life. I can't explain it. I can't even say Filipino food. It's just food.
Do you know what? You're rocking my world, girlfriend.
My favourite Filipino dish, I would say, is adobo. It's got like pork inside, or you can do beef as well.
You can make it sweet, you can make it with ginger, you can make it with garlic. It varies across the regions.
We feel like the identity is starting to fade with the youngsters, and we need to bring
Don't you think that's inevitable in a way, in that it's such a mixed culture?
Yes,
Any culture that comes to Britain is going to get diluted. I mean, look at me. You would never guess that I was originally from Russia.
Eating Filipino food means you don't have frozen stuff. You don't have things pre-packed. You prepare and cut the vegetables yourself. You cook it as a family. I mean, Filipinos learn how to cook through their parents.
When I was 7, when I moved into England, I actually just remember Mum always cooking Filipino food. I haven't even tasted, you know, actual chicken in London or anything. It was just weird. It was just like, I just thought, okay, Filipino food every day, rice especially.
It's really interesting though, isn't it? Of all the things, I know it may sound really obvious now we're talking about it, but of all the things I think that link you to your culture, I wouldn't have thought food was one of them, but increasingly I'm realising it's really important to people.
Cooking is a massive part of Filipino life. Everywhere you go, if you go to someone's house, they'll give you food. If you say no, you're rude, so you have to eat. The thing is, if you keep eating, they'll keep offering. So unless you know that there's nothing left, you have to you know, hold your hands up. That's what they say, hold my hands up, I surrender, I give up, that kind of thing.
That is rocking. I can't believe you've waited till the evening to introduce me to that. When I started this journey, I knew very little about Filipino food. And I have to say, I was pleasantly surprised. That's really nice. There's no denying that dishes have an Asian influence, but they also have a style and flavour unique to the Philippines.
It's a black pudding food with meat.
At the moment, their cuisine takes a back seat to, say, Chinese or Thai. But with people like Mae championing their cause, it's only a matter of time before things catch up. What have you got for us, young lady?
We've got sinigang or tamarind soup.
Tamarind soup. What's in it?
We've got onions.
Lovely.
Tomatoes, salt and tamarind paste, eggplant, some okra, daikon, long beans or snake beans, and some pork ribs and pak choy.
If there was ever a dish that epitomised the melting pot of Filipino cooking, this might well be it. What should we do first? Because until we cook it, I can't eat it.
We add the onions, tomatoes, salt, and the tamarind paste.
I love tamarind, that kind of
tangy,
mouth-puckering flavour.
It's the souring agent in a lot of Asian food, isn't it, tamarind? Rather than and because unlike lime, tamarind doesn't change with heat, so it keeps it souring. While there was lime, if you cook lime juice, of course the sourness goes and it becomes sweet.
That's why he's here. He knows stuff like that.
Ah,
I just know how to eat. We also make a chutney from tamarind to have with samosas and pakoras. Anyway, what else?
Next, we'll cut the okra.
So we chop these up.
Yeah.
We've got some eggplant, aubergine.
Yes, eggplant or aubergine, yes.
And I love these snake beans.
Snake beans or long beans.
Do you know why they're called snake beans?
Because they look like snakes.
Yeah, I just thought.
So in here now we've got our pork ribs and our tomatoes and our onions and the tamarind, and that's been cooking for about how long?
About 45 an hour.
Right.
So until the pork ribs nice and soft.
Could you use pork belly for this?
Yeah, we could use pork belly to this. You could also use even seafood, shrimps, or even chicken.
Because somebody I work with is a Filipino, and she said to me, I said we're going to cook sinigang. She said, which one? What's it got in it? What's it got in it?
Yeah, because you can really use your own thing to this. I mean, it's very open to what interpretation. Yeah.
And oh, what's this now? This is
that is the pak choy. Now, when we've put all of this inside here.
So it really is layering cookery, isn't it? Because you've got things which are more dense and take longer than each other, and you just keep on adding to the pot all the time. So now we've got the aubergine, the okra, and the snake beans and the daikon radish. How long does that cook for?
That cooks for about 15 minutes because you don't want the vegetable to cook too much.
Right.
And then in the last minute, we've got one here ready.
Well, funny enough, aren't we lucky? Let me just move this one out of the way for you.
Sure.
That'll be easier.
Ooh, look at
We've
this one,
got
Mr. Tarot.
Pak choy.
Ready?
Pak choy.
Steady.
Oh, yummy.
Wow.
So we'll just add a couple there.
So just push them in.
Push them in. Or if you've got big pak choy, you can just halve them or something.
So that's just going to wilt in the hot liquid?
Or you can even turn off, by this time you can turn off the heat and, you know, close the lid and wait for about 10 minutes and should be ready to serve.
Do we have 10 minutes, Hardy, before your belly starts to grumble?
What do you think? I think no. I think I'm willing to have a go with a partially cooked pak choy.
All right.
What about what we serve this with then, mate?
Oh, Filipino love their rice. So we'll have rice.
Yeah, whatever. Get the food out.
So, in many cultures, you put the rice underneath and then put everything else on top. Would you do that here?
Yes.
OK, so I'll do that. I'll get the rice in. Hardy? Oh, your rice is lovely and sticky as well. Look at that shiny, lovely, sticky rice.
Look at that. See, I love the colour. You know when the pak choy's just wilted rather than cooked? It's still got that vibrant green. A green of nature, John.
I love that smell. I love the smell of the tamarind because you can smell the sourness and the sweetness of all the vegetables and that very, very rich broth.
But also, I've never seen muli daikon cooked like this before. I've never seen it boiled. It's always raw.
But it's so lovely though as well.
Well, it's going to be a first for me.
Yeah.
This smells very, very good indeed.
It's good, isn't it?
I love this one-pot wonder stuff. I love the idea of putting stuff into a pot and away we go. Young sir, I have fork, you have spoon. What do we do? Very excited about the pork and the ribs.
That's delicious. Isn't that good?
Very good indeed. Mae, you're a wonder.
Thank you.
Rock on, that's all I can say. If this dish were a rock group, it would be like Led Zeppelin or Bon Jovi. It's that good. Join us next time when I find other rock groups to use to describe various foods around the British Isles.
We'll see you again soon.
Next time, we're talking and eating Italian. On the menu is a traditional dip of anchovies and garlic. Get that served up, sweet cheese. Things start to sizzle in the kitchen when we make pork saltimbocca. And I'll be perfecting my pizza skills. I'm making a naan bread. And trying out an authentic Italian recipe. Whilst we were busy chatting there, Mae's managed to burn the bottom of the rice in there.
Can you smell it?
I can smell it. You can't. But I reckon we can put that in to make this even more authentic.